Good afternoon, my fellow friends of YouTubers. This is Kurt. Welcome back to the Kurt's Place channel here on the YouTube. Well, guys, it's time for another console game review. Now, this time we're going to be checking out Pac-Man, made in 1981 for the Atari 2600. Now, when this game came out, this is one of those games that I was really excited about, and I was a little let down with, but you know what? I was also happy in a couple ways as well. I'm going to explain that to you in this video here. Now, I want to mention, don't forget to click the subscribe button. If you like what you see, don't forget to smash that like button. Now, if you have any comments, leave us in the comment section down below. All right, so when in 1981, when the Pac-Man came out for the Atari 2600, I was actually living in California at the time, and I was extremely excited, just like a lot of other people that had played Pac-Man in the arcades when this game came out. Now, the one thing to keep in mind when you see the gameplay here is keep in mind they were very limited in what they could do with technology back in the day, and I think they did just about as much as they could based on how much time they had to work on the game and also how much hardware and things they had to work with. This game really pushed the Atari 2600 pretty hard when it came out, but you're going to see in the gameplay they got some of the things right, some of the things not so much, but still, it was a lot of fun nonetheless. I still enjoy it, so let's go and check it out. Now, the first thing you're going to notice is that the ghosts and things are all the same color. That was one of the first things that I noticed when I played this. And I said to myself, what happened here? I had played Pac-Man in arcades, and I was expecting a humongously beautiful game. And then I saw this, and I said, oh, this isn't exactly what I expected. But the one thing saving grace the game did have is it did have it had the energizers and things like the game has. It also has had fruits and things. Now, of course, in this game, the fruit actually is represented by a little square you're going to see right there in the middle there. That's actually the fruit right there. And I remember playing this for quite a few hours and thinking to myself, well, you know what? Even though it's not exactly what I thought, I still think I had a pretty good time with it. And my brother and I also enjoyed playing it too. Now, something I noticed too, like when you eat the ghosts and things, you're going to notice that the eyes and things, the way they go back to the houses and things, is also kind of really weird too. But it works, And keep in mind, they also have in this. They also have the escape tunnels. Now, you're going to notice that the escape tunnels here are on the top and bottom. Now, the one thing you're going to notice about this Pac-Man game is it doesn't have any of the cartoons, and also keep in mind too, it doesn't have the eyes and things that the monsters had. They were very, very simple because they had to conserve memory and things when they made this game, and that was one of the things that really stood out. As I kept thinking, well, at least it's Pac-Man from a playing standpoint. But you're going to notice too that every round that you play pretty much does the same thing from the previous round, but that's one of the things that I liked. Play-wise, it's actually pretty smooth. Joystick control and everything is pretty smooth. It plays, as a whole, it actually plays pretty good. But you're going to see it's quite a bit different than the arcade. But I'll tell you though, my hat's off though to all the people, all the engineers, all the programmers, everybody that worked to make the Atari 2600 what it was. Because back in the day, this is what I had, and I still had a lot of fun with this game. And another thing too that I thought was always kind of funny was when you look at Pac-Man, how his face, how he doesn't go in the direction. His mouth always stays the same place. It doesn't actually turn like it does in the arcade game, but it still plays pretty darn well. I mean, all things considered. So just keep that in mind when you play Pac-Man. If you get a chance to play this on the 2600, I highly recommend it. I think you'll really, really get a kick out of this game. Now, I also want to mention, by the way, too, if you have a chance, don't forget to click the subscribe button. Also, if you like, don't forget to like and comment. Feel free to leave reviews of games and things that you like, that you've enjoyed over the years too, in the comments section down below. And I also want to mention, by the way, too, if you want to help to show your support for the Kurt's Place channel, I do have merchandise available. You can get things such as hats, mugs, and keychains from the Kurt's Place channel store. There's a link in the description down below. And I also want to mention, too, when you're watching a video, if you click on that top right-hand corner, there's a little icon that's going to open up links I have to other videos. So I hope you got a chance to enjoy this video. And just remember, like I said, when this game came out, the graphics and things were very limited for the 2600. Even though the game was not the Pac-Man I remember in the arcades, it still had a lot of good qualities that made it a fun game to play. I still played this game for hours, and my friends enjoyed it too. We all knew it was a little different, but you know what? That was okay too. The 2600, a lot of games at 2600 were different. That's what's fun about playing these console versions. You get a chance to see what the programs were able to do with what they had to work with here. How close could they get to the actual arcade version? But as you're going to see, even though it might not be identical to the arcade version, it's still a whole lot of fun. All right, guys, as always, thanks again for checking out the Kurt's Place channel here on YouTube. Hope you have a great day now. We'll catch you on the next video. See you next time. Bye-bye now. Take care. See you next time.